Greetings, folks. This is Mason Weaver. Stay right or be left. Today is today is a very important day. They announced today the unemployment for America, 4.1%, almost a record. The unemployment for white people and black people. I can't show graphics on this video, but I want you to Google the unemployment rate for black people and white people today. And you will see a parallel chart. It's going parallel. White people are here and black people are here. And it's going up and down based on the economy, not racism. The economy. It's really important to understand that. I know that the black employment rate is really screwed to the white, and white people are better employed and make more money. I know all that. That's preparation. That's black people not preparing to compete in the general population and the employment population. That's a different problem. But the idea that America is racist and black folks don't have jobs, it goes up and down along white people. The difference is that black people are not prepared. Back when I was 18 years old, I joined the Navy. At 21, a white racist dropped 2,800 pounds of steel on me, trying to kill me. I had a problem with white America. I had a problem with white men. I had a problem in America. I was tired of it. I was done with it. And I admit that I was really outside the norm of society. And I protested and I demonstrated against what I thought was obvious civil, legal, government problems. And I was angry with America, but I wasn't angry at America. I was not hateful for my nation. I was going to participate in the American dream. So in spite of my anger and frustration and demonstrations, I went to college. Because as we won the civil rights, as we won the right to go to college, I went to college. And we still fought and we protested and we pushed away that legal, civil. I was told I couldn't live in Alameda Island because white folks didn't want black folks to live there. I was redlined. We fought against that. Cops used to call us names from the police car. I fought against, that's government. I didn't care if them cops like me or not. I don't care if they like me today or not. I was going to college with white kids to prepare to compete against white kids. And I went to one of the best schools in the country, UC Berkeley. And I graduated with a degree in political science. And I won a position with the Department of Energy with a highly sought-after management intern program, the only and first black person to win that title. And not because I was black. I was prepared myself to compete. So today, black unemployment is at a record level. A record level. And if you black folks have been sending your kids to these game prep schools, they are not prepared for this time. If you've been sitting around with Pook and Ray Ray on the corner trying to figure out how to go hustle some money instead of hustling a job, you will not participate in this economic bonanza that's approaching us, this tidal wave. I spent 35 years in San Diego. I love the beach, I love the ocean. Those surfers have to get in front of the wave to make that wave work. If black people are not preparing themselves for the economic prosperity coming, you will be left behind, and your black social tribal chief leaders will tell you it's the white man's fault, tell you it's Donald Trump's fault. Okay, Donald Trump's a racist. Well, that racist just raised the investment in your 401k. That racist will give you a tax break on your next paycheck in February. That racist white man has created more jobs you've seen in your lifetime in this country. If you are not prepared to take advantage of that, you have been bamboozled. You have been hustled by the Democratic Party, who is the party of slavery and misery. They even tell you, if you listen to them, they will tell you, we are the party for the poor. We're the party for the poor. And they're saying to themselves, no, we're the party of poverty. When I was a Berkeley student, I kept hearing them say that. We're for the poor. No, fool, you for poverty. You for poverty. So you black folks, black people, you better understand it. The economic bonanza is here. Learn why rich folks call it cash flow and poor people call it making dough. You got to change your way of thinking. Prepare yourself for the economic advance coming your way. You got to change your friends. You cannot go to college with Pook and Ray Ray. You know who Pook and Ray Ray is. You cannot go to college with people who don't think you can go to college. How can you go into business if you think the white man is going to control your business? Change your way of thinking. I want you to go and Google this. Google the employment rate of black people. Record low. And look at the chart. of white America and black America. It is going straight up for both. Now, some of you have gone to these bad gang prep schools. I understand you graduated, don't know how to read. You can't think. You feel like you have low self-esteem and you cannot compete. I got that. So you can't get a job as an attorney. You can't get a job as a nurse. You can't get a job as a plumber. Oh, gee, guess what? You can't get a job as a plumber. You can't get a job in construction. With the economy booming, think about it. With the oil industry booming, the forestry industry booming, manufacturing, the coal industry booming, that means things are going to be shipped and moved across the nation. Shipping, trucking is going to explode. They got trucking companies now that will pay you to learn how to drive the truck. And then they will give you a job when you graduate from learning how to drive a truck, and you're making $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 a year to start with driving a truck. Now I know driving a truck cross country, I mean, you can't hang out with Pookie and Ray on the street corner. I know you can't be cool, can't be down with the cars. You got a job, and you probably have to move away from where you're living. And gee, they're gonna talk about you, your turncoat, you think you're white now, and blah, 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 blah. Well, if you don't want to hang out with Pookie and Ray, but you can still see them when you come back from your over-road trip. And they are standing around asking, can they borrow some money from you? Because they still have what the government gives them in welfare. Now, if you understand how economic works, I see a comment, it's not a zero-game sum. Yeah, everything is capsulated, folks. Everything in this country works together, either good or bad. It works together. There are going to be job openings. They got the oil fields opening up. You got the military going to be growing. You're going to have the manufacturing going to be booming. You're going to be building infrastructure. That's jobs, folks. It's jobs. Either you're building the roads, or you're supplying the concrete for the roads, or the steel for the roads, or the transportation. Or you have better understand this is what is happening. This is time. Our time is here. This is the greatest economic opportunity for black people since the Reconstruction. Period. There's never been an economic opportunity greater than what Donald Trump has made now in 1 year in office. After Reconstruction, guess what they found out in the South? After Reconstruction, after 100 years of more than that, of slavery, they found out that the only skilled professional laborers were black folks. Only black people were the carpenters. Only black people were the engineers. Only black people could build the bridges and shoot the horses and get the cotton to the market. Only black people could plant the cotton. Black people controlled the economic system in the South right after the Civil War, and those white Democrats had a plan for you. It was called immigration, and they started bringing the European workers to do your job, and then about 50 years later, they gave you a deal called sharecropping, and your broke behind picked their cotton again for them. Your broke behind depended on them to feed your kids again. Your broke behind decided they were going to educate your children to work for the master's children, and black folks went back into a spiral of depression that we haven't seen in a long time because we depended on somebody else to take care of our kids. America, it goes for you too. This is the greatest economic advantage you have seen in your lifetime. Prepare yourself. If you don't have time to go to school and graduate with $100,000 in debt, don't go to school. Get out there and work. It is great. I would love to be 25 years old again. I'm old as dirt. I can't make that trip with you. But I'm going to sit back and watch you and raise my grandkids to take full advantage of this. Donald Trump, that white racist that you guys hate so much, Donald Trump, the Klansman you guys keep talking about, Donald Trump has just presented to you, black America, the greatest economic opportunity you've ever had in your lifetime. My book, I know you can't read it, but it's okay to leave the plantation. It's over 20 years old now. I'm still saying the same things then I'm saying now because you have got to know the truth. So you guys share this with your friends, like it, but more importantly, share them with your liberal friends on the fence. Those people thinking, they see what's going on, thinking, take advantage of your economic opportunity, get the money in your pocket, take care of your family, take care of your kids, and let Donald Trump take care of this country. Stay right or be left, folks. I love you very much. Hope to see you in in Raleigh. Richmond is next. In Raleigh on January the 19th, 2018. It's a free event. I got some special news for you. You go to my website, you go anywhere and look for it, you'll see how to get there, or you can email me at masonweaver@masonweaver.com. God bless America, folks. This is what we've been waiting for and praying for. I am ecstatic. I am excited. I will see you at the top of the hill. Stay right or be left.